Not one single anti-Israel slash pro-Palestinian organization in the United States has issued a statement in support of the Iranian people as they rise up and are very close to toppling the totalitarian, genocidal, Islamist fundamentalist regime of the Ayatollahs in Iran. We're seeing a revolution in progress, a story that is perhaps as big as the collapse of the Berlin Wall. It's being totally ignored by our mainstream press in America and the West. It's being totally ignored by the anti-Israel slash pro-Palestinian movement. Why is that? Because they support the Ayatollah's regime. They support the Ayatollah's regime because the anti-Semitic, anti-Israel, genocidal fundamentalists in Iran that have been tormenting and oppressing the Iranian people since 1979 are against Israel. Iran is Israel's foremost foe. It's the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism. It is a terrorist regime. That's why all the millions of anti-Zionist activists across the world are supporting the Iranian regime, and they don't feel comfortable saying that out loud. Most of them don't anyway, and so they remain quiet. They remain quiet while an actual regime that oppresses its people, that abuses human rights, that commits war crimes, that openly says it wants to destroy Israel and the United States, they won't speak up against this regime because they are on the side of the regime. They are anti-Israel, they are anti-the United States, they live in the West, and they are anti-West. That's why none of them will utter a word against the genocidal government in Tehran. The anti-Zionist movement is a movement of hypocrites, a movement of liars. It is a movement based on nothing more than hatred of Israel and Jews, and its refusal to speak up for the Iranian people when they're on the precipice of changing the world and winning their freedom, and winning freedom for millions more across the Middle East, because the fall of the regime could precipitate the fall of Hezbollah and Hamas and completely transform our world for the better. The anti-Zionist movement doesn't want that. They don't want Hamas and Hezbollah's financing to be cut off from Iran because they want Hamas and Hezbollah to commit more atrocities against Israel. It is the anti-Zionist movement that is genocidal. That's why it supports the genocidal regime in Iran. We should all be calling out their lies and their hypocrisy and their cowering in the face of actual bravery by the Iranian people.